Caleb Martin. Martin steps back away from Derek White and hits another three, and that will sit everybody down.
What a swing that is.
And the reality settling in. That'll hobble Jason Tatum, misses a layup. Martin gets three the other way, and it's a 13-point game again, 79-66. Jaylen Brown attacks the paint, puts it up off the window, offensive foul. Jaylen Brown got up high, another Jaylen Brown turnover, and Miami will get it back as he knocked Bam Adebayo down. The shot was good, and they may look at this for a flagrant.
See, instead the arm. Nah.
It's not a flagrant, but it looks like an offensive foul. Looks like Bam was outside the circle.
He didn't hit him with anything.
The foul will be checked to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
Or a flagrant. So look at this. My guess is that it doesn't. But it is an offensive foul. We said heroes rise in Game 7s, and the other part, unfortunately, is that people have to wear not the new GOAT, but the old GOAT horns. And you've got 11 minutes and 18 seconds to change history. But right now, Jaylen Brown has committed 6 turnovers here in Game 7.
6 turnovers, and you think about it, Tatum has no elevation. That time with that layup opportunity, he just spun it, just spins off. Miami comes right back, and what happened?
Been deemed a common foul, offensive foul.
Yeah, it's just an offensive foul, turnover as we expected. But Miami has the momentum back, a 13-point lead down the ball, 42 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Well, like you said, there's opportunities for heroes to step up.
The Celtics with Jason Tatum on the floor were even going into this fourth quarter, obviously -3 now. That sequence with Brogdon and Grant Williams late in the first quarter that turned the game around. Joe Mazzulla tried to get Jason Tatum a little rest, and it was the 4 or 5 minutes that turned Game 7 around.
The Martin thing is bothering me.
Miami can smell it now. Jimmy Butler down the right side, pulls up at the elbow. His jumper, got it. Miami by 15. Just where the Celtics were a year ago. Derek White for Jaylen Brown.
Celtics don't know how to attack this.
Butler knocks it away from Jaylen. Lead pass for Jimmy Butler. Two-hand slam. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Miami has its largest lead as Jaylen Brown commits his 7th turnover of Game 7.
Ooh, man, road to kill.
10 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock, and the Celtics, who did the impossible to get here, will have to do it again. They trail by 17, Miami 83, Boston 66 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Every day is Customer Appreciation Day at Gary Rome Hyundai. Lease a 2023 Tucson SE all drive for $340 or get 0% for 48 months. Lease a 2023 Ioniq 5 SE rear-wheel drive for $472. Come see the all-new 2023 Ioniq 6, 10 in stock. We have hundreds of new Hyundais on the ground. All Hyundais come with 3 years of complimentary maintenance and with America's Best warranty, 10 years or 100,000 miles, and owner assurance. GaryRomeHyundai.com, 150 Whiting Farms Road, Holyoke. See dealer for details.
Ready to make a bigger impact? Be the change you want to see. Join CSO, a nonprofit provider of behavioral and mental health services, as they transform care in Western and Central Massachusetts. They're pioneering innovative programs and expanding their services, and they need your help. Positions are available at all levels and locations. If you believe in compassionate care for all, you belong at CSO. Help CSO improve lives. Visit csoinc.org/jobs. That's CSOINC.org/jobs.
Since 1980, Kohl's Building Supply has been providing quality building materials to homeowners, contractors, and remodelers here in Western Mass. From the foundation to the rooftop, Kohl's has all the structural products to get the job done. If you need windows and doors, Kohl's carries all the major brands. Kohl's is also your kitchen headquarters. Their design experts can help you plan your dream kitchen. Free consultation, measure, and design. You can count on Kohl's to provide quality products, helpful advice at a fair price. Stop in and experience the Kohl's difference on Sunderland Road in North Amherst.
Every incredible meal requires a great recipe. And the same goes for designing an awesome kitchen that is both beautiful and functional. Hi, this is Vincent from Salemi Appliance on Boston Road in Springfield. We are the missing ingredient for your perfect kitchen recipe. Let the Salemi design team help create your dream kitchen. We display over 25 manufacturers that you won't find at any big box store. And we'll beat their price every day. Only at Salemi Appliance on Boston Road in Springfield, where you get the quality you deserve at a price you can afford. Check us out at SalemiAppliance.com.
10 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. That's all Miami has left. They lead by 17. It is a 12-2 run. taking advantage of the turnovers. They're a +7 in points off turnovers, but at the end of the day, this isn't complicated. The three-point shooting, the Celtics miraculously survived the Game 6 when they were getting badly outscored and outshot from the three-point line. Tonight, they trail by 17, 83-66, as Miami is 13 of 25 from three, and the Celtics are 7 of 28.
Well, this is, can't even believe it's still one. You still got less than a quarter to go, and you haven't been able to find a way to stop Miami. Butler is hitting shots. He's knocking down shots. And what I love about Miami, the way they're playing the game right now, they keep attacking. They're not backing away. Caleb Martin gets a shot. He's looking at it, up faking his man, knocking down a shot.
Celtics get Marcus Smart back in the game. Starting lineup is on the floor with the season on the line, trying to make a run now. Down by 17. Well, the fans have not given up. They're going to do their part. They have all night. Derek White, offensive end. Caleb Martin guarding him. White picks up his dribble, gets it to Marcus Smart. Butler goes for the steal. Push pass for Jason Tatum, right side.
Someone on Jason Tatum.
Bounce pass. Horford swung left side. Jaylen Brown up fake, doesn't want to shoot. They move it to Tatum. Tatum turns the corner, shuttles it out to the corner for Marcus Smart. 3 at the shot clock buzzer, no good. Miami has the rebound.
Let's go.
Celtics 7 of 29 from three.
This is surgery now.
There's Jimmy Butler, knocks Marcus Smart away, offensive foul. And he made the shot too.
Tatum has no elevation. Who is the guy that's going to take over and play this game now?
And what's interesting is that Jimmy Butler's probably not 100%, but he's known for years how to play like that. Jason Tatum's never been hurt. He doesn't know how to play when his physical gifts are taken away. Tatum, right-hand dribble, down the right side. He avoids two-man, gets in and dunks. He hobbles as soon as he lands. But the Celtics are down 15 now with 9:51 to go.
Can you play some D?
83-68, 9:46 to go. Pull up, three, Martin, no good. Celtics need the rebound, and Jaylen gets it. Caleb Martin going for knockout shots. Now Jaylen, quick three in transition, no good. Rebound Miami. And the fans not happy with the shot selection of Jaylen Brown. Jimmy Butler against Tatum. Pull up, 18 feet, no good. He chases his miss, comes up with the rebound. He falls down, throws it away, and hits somebody and went out of bounds. It's staying with Miami. Good job by the officials to not call a foul. There wasn't one, but Jimmy Butler had the ball on the floor and he got rid of it before the Celtics could tie him up.
Jimmy Butler following his shot up. Celtics aren't quicker now on the defensive glass.
I was saying before the game, he knew Jimmy was going to have a good game tonight, but you can win with Jimmy Butler scoring 23 points on 23 shots. It's Caleb Martin. They enter to Robinson. Fall away three from the corner is good.
Heat Brown.
The Heat have their largest lead. Up by 18, 86-68. 9:08 to go in Game 7. Tatum enters. Horford, paint, touch, kick out. White, three, nope. Rebound, Lowry, and Miami can take a 20-point lead. Long lead pass. Martin stepped out of bounds, but they don't call it. They say he threw it back into Bam. Miami gets possession. Good hustle by Martin if he really got there. Jimmy Butler, deep on the right side against Jaylen. Steps into a right side three, no good. Celtics are alive, but their heartbeat is fading. Sam Hauser's going to the scorer's table. Jaylen gets it back, keeps it away from the ball, hawking a Butler. Smart, bounce pass into the corner. Horford needs a three, and he gets it. The margin by which the Celtics are staying alive is paper thin right now. 86-71.
And Miami now going for home run shots.
Looking for the knockout. Duncan Robinson drops it back to Lowry left side. Jaylen trying to hold his ground. 6 on the shot clock. Celtics need to stop now. Late shot clock. Lowry. Right-hand dribble to the free throw line. Squares. Jumper. Got it. Kyle Lowry, one of the all-time leading scorers in the history of this building, has had a brutal series, but when the money's on the table, he comes to play. Tatum, pull up three, doesn't like it, no good. Rebound deflected. They're calling a foul here. It's going against the Celtics, who now trail by 17 with 7:51 to go.
Tatum trying to shoot that jump shot, and now, like Derek White did something to his quad.
Yep, Derek White is hobbling as he goes back to the locker room. And the Celtics, who maintained health throughout much of the year and watched it all fall apart tonight. The Tatum injury on the opening play. Rob Williams has been back and forth to the locker room. Now Derek White goes, and Miami closing in on it, up by 17 with 7:44 to go. Caleb Martin against Sam Hauser. Bounce entry. Bam Adebayo, jumper over Horford, got it.
Too easy.
A 14-5 start for the fourth quarter for the Miami Heat. They're up by 19. Jaylen Brown, right-hand dribble. Spins on Bam Adebayo, throws back out to Hauser. Hauser returns it to Jaylen in the corner against Bam. Jaylen switches to the left hand, exposes the ball, and commits his 8th turnover of Game 7. A nightmare that Jaylen cannot wake up from. Heat looking for a 20-point lead with 7:03 to go. Jimmy Butler deep on the left side against Jaylen Brown. Hunts him, drives, pump fake, spins, no good. Offensive rebound, Bam Adebayo gets fouled. And it has gone deadly quiet here at TD Garden.
Even then, Bam just out-rebounds you, out-muscles you on the inside.
But the rebounding hasn't been the problem. Celtics are +3 on the glass. They can live with that. But Miami has recovered from what frankly was a bad offensive regular season to become unstoppable in the postseason. Eliminating Milwaukee in 5 games, rolling through the Knicks, and they are 6 minutes and 55 seconds away from getting back to the Eastern Conference Finals as an 8 seed that was 2.5 minutes away from missing the playoffs.
The way they played it, you have to give them credit.
Free throws good for Bam Adebayo. Boston down 21. Last chance here with 6:55 to go to make any noise. White out, Hauser in. That's the change here. Tells you Brogdon just couldn't go tonight. Jaylen drives in the paint, 2 long strides, muscles it up, and gets a pounce. 19-point margin. Celtics have to take some chances here defensively. Can't let Miami kill the clock. And now, whether you haven't been shooting threes well or not, now you have no choice. Robinson, bad pass. Picked up by Horford. Celtics try to run here down 19. Horford for Marcus Smart, right side. Smart dribbles behind his back, attacks the paint, little clip shot, short, he called it. Jimmy Butler has the rebound.
Celtics aren't making any shots or any noise at all.
Butler fouled in the backcourt by Marcus Smart. That's the 3rd team foul on the Celtics, who did what no team in NBA history had ever done. Come from 3-0 down to force a Game 7 on their home floor. What a nightmare from the opening possession of the game when Jason Tatum turned his ankle and went down. And the mojo was not in the building.
Starting to see people leave.
Bam Adebayo enters to Duncan Robinson, who lays it up and in. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. It is all but gone. 6:08 to go in the Eastern Conference Finals. Miami 94, Boston 73 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023 Accord hybrid.
See dealer for financing details based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
GP makes global possible.
Hi, I'm Bruce Sambrovich, VP of Talent Acquisition at Drift. Global expansion is a must for an enterprise company like ours, but setting up a branch takes time. With GP, we can grow anywhere in the world, so opportunities turn into reality faster.
With the industry-leading global employment platform, GP makes it easy to find, hire, and build great teams anywhere in the world in days instead of months. GP, global made possible. Visit g-p.com.
The all-new NBA app is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. With live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen. Steph Curry drills the three. Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen. Let's go! It's all access, all the time. Get on through 1, 2, 3. All in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
Hey, it's Rich from my good friends at McGovern Automotive Group. McGovern is now home to 20 New England area locations with 22 different automotive brands. They have over 4,000 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock and ready for you to take home. Plus, over 1,000 of their pre-owned vehicles are McGovern certified and come backed with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. See it for yourself today at McGovernAuto.com. McGovern Automotive Group, New England's automotive pros. Visit them today at McGovernAuto.com.
6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Fans that paid an awful lot of money, most of them, to get into this building tonight, did so to see generational history and try to see something that had never happened before. As the Celtics, who were as dead could be after Game 3 in Miami, forced a Game 7 with a miracle finish in Miami on Saturday night. But tonight, there not only has not been a miracle, there are a lot of ways to sum up this game. But Miami making their shots in the Celtics not is the easy way. The harsh reality is that Jaylen Brown has committed 8 turnovers and Miami has committed 8 turnovers.
Well, the harsh reality also is the first play of the game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where Tatum comes in, tries to get a layup. It looked like it was just a foul, but somehow turned that ankle and has had no lift since then.
Think about basketball-wise. If you put the two games together, as people will historically, Derek White with the miracle putback, and basketball-wise, 20 seconds later, Jason Tatum turns his ankle, which, unless history is about to remarkably turn around in unprecedented fashion, is going to be what a lot of people remember from Game 7. Grant Williams trouble getting in because Marcus Smart got knocked down to the backcourt. Boston down 21, 6 minutes to go.
Marcus doing whatever he can do right now.
Jason Tatum. Bounce pass for Grant Williams. Going to try the straightaway 3. No good. Rebound. Horford got a hand on it. Duncan Robinson hustles to save it from going out of bounds.
This part is over.
It is.
Great season, unfortunately. It's going to come to an end.
Here's Jimmy Butler, switching to the right hand, driving baseline, reversing it up and in. Tatum can barely move. Steal, but Tatum gets it back in the backcourt, 96-73. If the Sixers had come in here as the ball's moved to Tatum in the corner, his 3 is no good. Miami has the rebound. If the Sixers had come in here and won Game 7, they would have stolen the series. Miami, entering Game 7, had outscored the Celtics and outshot the Celtics through the 6 games. The Celtics were trying to pull the come-from-behind win. Miami has been the better team in the series and certainly was the better team tonight. Duncan Robinson stripping the ball by Jaylen Brown. He gets one back. Jaylen will go the distance, slam it with the right hand. It's a 21-point margin, 96-75 with 4:56 to go.
It's funny, Spoelstra didn't call a timeout then.
That would be so on brand, right? By the way, this whole thing is pretty on brand for Miami. To lose the 3-0 lead and then win the 7th game here. It's so funny how each game has changed the perspective. When we said at the start of the series that Miami could get this game to get the series to 7 as Jimmy Butler is fouled with 4:35 to go and Miami leading by 21. If Miami could get this thing to 7 at the start of the series, you thought, my gosh, playing with house money, that is exactly set up for them. And I really thought, like a lot of people, I expected the Celtics to win the series because they had better talent. But I said at the start, if Miami wins Game 1, this thing is going 7. Then couldn't have imagined the path it would take to get here.
You didn't think it would go 7 after they won 3 in a row, did you?
No, but you and I had the conversation, which I'm sure would have gotten replayed forever, now will not be a part of history, where after Game 3, what I did say was, it seems like a crazy time to say it, but if ever a team was going to come back from 0-3, first of all, everything that's never happened is going to happen. A team is going to come from 0-3 down to win an NBA playoff series, and when they do, they're probably going to have 5 and 7 at home, like the Celtics did. But the Celtics, as Jaylen Brown launches a 3, it rims out, and the rebound for Lowry, still a 22-point game. The reality is the Celtics, who for 2 years now have just flirted with all these home losses and spectacular historic road wins, maybe it's fitting and poetic that it is on their home floor that the Eastern Conference title is going to be surrendered. Jimmy Butler step-back jumper is no good. Al Horford has the rebound, but we're down to 4:05 to go. Boston down 22. Marcus Smart drives on Robinson, flips it with the right hand and scores. 97-77. Celtics clawed their way back in it. They had a chance. They cut them from 17-7 late in the third. That early fourth quarter run. Here's a steal from Jaylen Brown. Marcus Smart is in alone and scores with the right hand. Eric Spoelstra. Again, a very on-brand timeout as the lead is 18 with 3:45 to go, 97-79. Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler said we're going to go to Boston and win Game 7, and they did it.
Yeah, but they said they were going to win Game 6.
They did.
But
they're going to be right eventually.
You give them credit. But the guy you give credit to is going to be the MVP of this series. It's going to be Jimmy Butler. It's going to be Caleb Martin.
It's Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin has been spectacular. 26 points. But you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody say, whoa, there's some good and bad. Here's the bad thing. Obviously, you're going to lose a game. Good thing, you lose it here at home again, and what happens? Miami has to celebrate on your floor again. This is the second time that you've done this, and now when are you going to say enough is enough? Because you just did. You played hard enough. You did what you need to do to get back here in this building, but man. It's just...
The Celtics will be under 500 on their home floor over the last 2 years in the playoffs, despite spectacular road win after spectacular road win. Caleb Martin tonight, 26 points on 16 shots. Miami, all the statistical models were all based, and it's funny how people took them seriously. The statistical models were all based on the regular season. And that made sense, but nobody was watching over the last month when the Miami Heat became a completely different team. And it's so funny because the Bruins, as it turns out, were the closest ones to beating the Panthers, had them 3-1, and the Celtics came this close to beating Miami, far closer than Milwaukee and New York did. But I'll tell you who's not going to have trouble beating Miami. Bounce pass back door, Jimmy Butler, two-hand slam to put a little signature on it. 99-79 with 3:23 to go. I know their momentum and their will and Heat culture is going to be all the topic. That dude waiting for them in Denver Thursday night is about to put his name in the book. But that's not for now. Miami has done what nobody thought they could do. Horford misses a floater, rebound Kyle Lowry, and the Celtics season is going to end with a whimper here tonight in Game 7. Yep. Final 3 minutes, Miami by 20.
Tatum can barely move right now.
We'll never know what would have happened if Tatum didn't get hurt on the first play of the game. Both teams started really shaky. But Miami settled down when Tatum left the game. Lowry beats Pritchard, drives in and scores.
Kyle Lowry was good, too.
Of course he was. I mean, how could you expect anything different? 101-79. Jaylen Brown going to launch a three, miss it. You can literally hear the Miami players calling for the rebounds. That's how quiet it's gotten here. They came here to see a party. They came here to see history, and they did, in a way. And people are going to talk about the 8 seed, and I get it. But they weren't a true 8 seed. It was a traveling call against Miami. We'll give it back to Boston with 2:13 to go here in Game 7 in the Eastern Conference season. As the Miami Heat will now fly to Denver tonight with the Eastern Conference trophy on the plane and open the NBA Finals on Thursday night. Jason Tatum's miraculous season comes to an end with his heart broken, and who knows how much damage is done to his ankle on the first play of the game. Mike Muscala hits a three off the bench. 101-82 as Eddie Palladino will announce 2 minutes remaining in the Eastern Conference Finals. From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows in 48 hours for the Celtics, I don't think Bam got across.
Yeah.
Eric should call timeout with a minute 50 to go to prevent Bam from turning it over. And the funny thing is, Bam didn't really answer his critics either. He was not that good. He got some rebounds. He did enough. But, man, to me, the Jimmy Butler game was so predictable tonight. 28 points, but 28 shots. A game you could overcome if you were the Celtics. But nobody being able to answer Caleb Martin throughout the course of the series. And I will say this right now, at 10:36 p.m., if Caleb Martin is not the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals, a crime has been committed.
Well, I think you're right. He's been so good, shooting, knocking down shots. But boy, what a way, what roadkill this is when you come all the way back, you get a miracle fit. You just don't think the basketball gods you're gonna come and have a stinker in your building for the last game. You just don't think that way.
The Celtics will be the 151st team in NBA history to lose a series after falling behind 3-0. But they were the first to force a Game 7 on their home floor. They had a 5-point lead early in the game. It was very uneven. Miami got locked in before the Celtics did. Built the lead quickly, late first, early second. And the Celtics tried to climb a mountain with their MVP never having his footing.
Yeah, and Jimmy Butler, what he was able to do, man, he just put a blanket on this thing.
28 points on 28 shots. They enter the bam. They run a little play for him. He gets a dunk. They go 103-82 as we run off the final 141 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Now next thing is, what will this team look like next year?
A lot of questions, and that conversation will begin as they miss Luke Cornett on the entry. It'll be another Boston turnover, 15 here. That'll be a big part of the story.
And you give them full marks. You give Miami full credit.
How appropriate is it that the only result that nobody really could see coming tonight is, of course, the one that happens in a series that defied so much of what we know? Grant Williams rips it away from Bam Adebayo. Did he get a timeout? He did. With a minute 21 to go, Grant Williams still playing hard, and that will be near the top of the questions. Jaylen Brown and the Supermax. Grant Williams is a restricted free agent. That's where the questions will begin for the Celtics in another disappointing start to an offseason.
Well, no, Brad's going to have to look at it. You make decisions. Also, you think about, which also hurt you. Brogdon hurt you, not having anything from Brogdon tonight. He gave it a try, but he had nothing in the tank at all. So just all these different things happened tonight, and man, it's just not a good deal.
The Game 7 loss in 2009 to Orlando feels a little bit like that. Celtics got blown out. The Game 7 loss to Indiana in 2005, it feels like that, but the stakes are so much higher. And it has been a 7-year run now, with the exception of the weird pandemic season in 2021, where the Celtics have been a top 5, top 3, top 2 team in the NBA. But here, where all the 17 banners hang, that isn't enough.
Here's another thing that happens, though, is going to be pretty good. Gallinari should be back, and hopefully he'll be healthy. Gives you another offensive shooter out there.
As we said, the irony of ironies, the Celtics fell short last year because they weren't deep enough offensively. So Brad Stevens adds Brogdon and Gallinari, and neither can play at the end of the Eastern Conference Finals. Sam Hauser, a putback three that rims out. Celtics now 9 of 40 in Game 7 shooting threes. Caleb Martin pressured in the backcourt. The Bus One boys putting pressure on, forcing another Miami turnover here with 1:02 to go.
Boy, I remember saying it on the air. I said, the Celtics won't come here. And if they do, they pee the bed tonight.
Sam Hauser, deep three, chases his miss, comes up with his rebound, puts it back up and in. 103-84. There's a couple of possessions left here before the Eastern Conference Trophy is handed to the Miami Heat here at TD Garden, as it was handed to the Celtics in Miami a year ago.
Give Jimmy Butler full marks.
Just moving it around the horn here, running these final 35 seconds out. See if they take the shot clock violation or they shoot. I think Jimmy Butler's going to take the shot clock violation.
24-second violation.
Well, take that flight going to Denver now.
It was the loudest I have ever heard TD Garden 2.5 hours ago, and right now it may be the quietest.
Yeah. Only time I remember it being this quiet was during the pandemic when I came out here and no fans were here.
The Celtics push their way back towards the top of the mountain, but they are knocked back down here in Game 7 on their home floor. The shot clock is off. It's Haywood Highsmith who will dribble it into the front court. For a year, the narrative has been about a team haunted by a championship celebration that took place in the visiting locker room of their own building, and how they could finally have vengeance. And that's exactly what happened, except the team was the Miami Heat. A year ago, the Celtics took the Eastern Conference title from the #1 seed by beating them 3 times on their own floor. Tonight, a team that was 3 minutes from missing the playoffs has kept its promise to avenge that defeat and done the exact same thing. The clock hits 000. The Miami Heat are back in the NBA Finals. And for the Celtics, a season of what-ifs fueled by a dominant start, a dominant finish, an unforgettable comeback in Game 7 to reach the Final Four, and a 6-day march towards history, making everyone believe the impossible was in reach. That season of what-ifs now becomes a summer of what's next. The final score in Game 7, Miami 103, Boston 84. The Miami Heat have regained the Eastern Conference Championship. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7, and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
Baseball season is here, and CSB's new Shrewsbury branch is celebrating. Stop by our new branch at 200 Hartford Turnpike on Saturday, June 3rd between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. and meet Smiley, the Woo Sox mascot. Get your photo taken and some free swag while supplies last. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Hey, Celtics fans, I got a question for you. You ever look at the Celtics jersey with the Vistaprint patch on it and think, don't they just print business cards? Turns out Vistaprint designs and prints marketing for small businesses all over Boston. They make logos, flyers, door hangers, stickers, posters, water bottles, yard signs, loyalty cards, banners, and everything else you need. And now, new customers get 25% off their first order at Vistaprint.com with code Celtics25. Conditions apply. If Boston needs it, Vistaprint prints it. All right, enough of that. Come on, C's.
Mass General Brigham Sports Medicine. Top specialists who understand your athletic dreams, goals, and the need to get back to them. Together, we'll write your comeback story. Visit massgeneralbrigham.org/sports to start yours today.
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023 Accord hybrid.
See dealer for financing details based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023 Accord hybrid.
See dealer for financing details based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Butler, right-hand dribble. Tatum slides his feet in front of him. Butler going at the wounded animal. Drives baseline. Throws it out to the wing. Caleb Martin comes up with it. Steps to his left. Takes the three and hits it. And Caleb Martin's dream of an Eastern Conference Finals continues. Whew. Another three to put Miami up by 10. He's got 21 tonight in Game 7. Guess you don't want to be Caleb Martin's twin tonight. Be the other dude, because Caleb Martin has taken a star turn over the last 2 weeks. The best player on the floor in the Eastern Conference Finals as the Miami Heat have come to Boston, dominated Game 7 and beaten the Celtics 103-84. That's our Jeep electrifying drive of the game. It's Jeep Season. Jeep 4xE takes legendary capability to new heights. Hurry in to get a $7,500 tax credit and more great offers on an all-new 2023 Jeep Wrangler or Grand Cherokee 4xE. This is Freedom Electrified. Visit Jeep.com to find a dealer near you. On the floor, let's take a second of Ernie Johnson giving the Eastern Conference Trophy to Alonzo Mourning.
Celtic legends, and the irony is not lost on me, believe me. Bob Cousy Trophy for the champions of the Eastern Conference first, and then the Larry Bird Trophy to the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. I think you all recognize the man who's going to do the honors. This is Alonzo Mourning. This is the gives me great pleasure to present the 2023 Eastern Conference Championship Trophy to your Miami Heat. It's the Bob Cruiser Trophy for the Heat.
Waiting on the MVP now. We'll bring it back here for a second. And they're going to talk to Bam Adebayo. We'll come back on the other side as we wrap up the Celtics season, but really curious to see if that MVP does go to Caleb Martin. The Miami Heat are Eastern Conference champions. Just a stunned feeling at the Garden. And the question is, in the locker room, as another team celebrates here at TD Garden, when the Celtics come back next year, is it going to be enough is enough with other teams celebrating on our floor? 103-84 is the final in Game 7. We'll wrap it up, the game, the series, and the season next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023